biologically the backdoor release. Since the server is posted, the backdoor requires no authorization or privilege escalation. The attack complexity is extremely low, while the impact is total system compromise. This slide included the supporting NAP evidence and CV reference to determine traceability and justify why this vulnerability was authorized for exploitation. The next slide is explanation steps. For the vulnerability, I determine explanation using Metasploit VSFTP234 backdoor module. The workflow was straightforward. Launch mess, cancel, load the module, then set the target of the host and port RHXDP, then a 2-point ported. Once I ran the exploded the critical comment slash Unix plus interact plate with the split immediately confirm the server by displaying the FTP banner 220 VSFTP 2.34. The critical moment and the is found shield message followed by comment shield session X open with provide timestamps. The line provides the backdoor successfully spawned out bind shield and that remote root comment season was established. This is a screenshot on the slide showing that exact MSF console output as evidence. The next slide is about post explanation evidence. On the shield session open, I verified both of the privilege level and identified the compromised host running home, and ID immediately confirmed I was operating as root, which with full administrative rights. Comments like username and a host name validate the session belong to expect with the Mistopel system. I then use cat slash etc plus password to demonstrate and reacted file access showing I could read sensitive system file, targeted those output, provide clear proof of the full root compromise. This screenshot on the slide include the comments along the session timestamps, making evidence trace and auditable. Vulnerability Samba user map script. The vulnerability comes from how older Samba version handled this username map script feature. The server files to probably sensitive input pass through MS or PC calls, which means an attacker can inject shield match actor and execute a arbitrary commands. During scanning, NAP configured that Samba was exposed on a ports 139 and 445, and this is a specified flag CVE 2027-2447 when its feature is enabled or misconfigured. Something common in the lab if environments, the fluke become exploded. In this test bed, sending the encrypted input resulted a remote command execution and ultimately a road shield. This slide highlights the required condition, the CVE reference, and why this issue reminds of the more shield known Sambo REC vulnerability. The next slide is explanation step Sambo. To explode this vulnerability, I used Metasploit user map script module. This process is similar to previous explored launch miss console. Load the module, so there's a target host and SMB part, and then specify my own IP and host. The reverse shield has a listener to connect back to. When I run the explode miss spoilet and titleize the handler shown by the line started reserve TCP handler on 10.0 to 15444. A few seconds later, the key of evidence appeared. Common shell session X expand with the timestamps 2025 11:30 22 44 28 500 because the mutual use reverse shell payload. The timestamp session open entirely. The definitive proof that the target successfully commanded back to the tracker. A tracker completing the explode. The slide screenshot showing the exact output. Post explanation evidence. After the sandbox exploded succeeded, I ran the same validation steps used previously. Reviews a vulnerability to confirm the scope of access. Comment like home and ID showing that again opt-in root, while a username and a hostname verified that the session belong to the same Metasploit host using cat/etc plus password to determine unreacted file using confirm false system control. What make this significant is that it is proof on a second completely independent vulnerability and the same machine also lead to a root shield. The timestamps console output on the slide machine to 25 11:30 to 2:44 session, showing that the comment and highlight how multiple legacy servers can each create their own attack path, multiplying the overall risk. Implications and real production environment vulnerabilities like this represent immediate and server risk. An attacker gaining a root shield can lead modify of the file, harvest credential, plan percent backdoor, or completely subvert system logging to hide their activity. From a business standpoint, this transition of the data losing server outage, reputation damage, and potential regularity consequence. More importantly, one of the once an attacker control on compromised host, it became a launch point for a lateral movement throughout of the network and building border compromise. The key takeaway is simple: exposed on unpatched servers, especially ones capable of the generating root level access, are unacceptable on the production system. Uh, Mitigation recommendation. So in here, the first priority is immediate remediation. As a temperate server like backdoor VSFT binary should be removed or replaced with a trusted patch version. Sambo should be upgraded as well. Or vulnerable username map feature display entirely if it isn't required. Legacy service such as FTP or SMB should be restricted to trust network only, ideally through strict firewall rules. From a configuration of a process standpoint, enforcing least privilege, uh, tightening network segmentation, and closing unused part of all help reduce the attack surface. It's also important to keep unnecessary service and outdated binary of the production image and maintain this clipped patch management routine. On the detection side, enable reports, host and network login, and ensure IDS and IPD's roles can detect the PRC abuse, anomalous FTP activity, and beyond or reverse shell behavior. Finally, maintaining an up-to-date incident response playbook help ensure repeatedly containment or and prepare evidence handling if compromise does occur. Overall, these steps strain prevent provision, improve visibility, and support the um, auditable response process. So, thank you so much for listening, and thank you.